Hi, Professor. My name is Cheng Kun Tang, and this is my final assignment. My topic is the demographics analysis for targets. First, for combo model. For context, my company is Target. Target now is the second largest retailer in the United States, and it roughly has 70,000 stores in North America. And I will report my analysis and results to the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, and CFO, Chief Financial Officer, to them because they decide most of the target expansion strategies. They should decide the best location to open new stores, or they should decide which stores should be closed. So they are responsible for the expansion strategies, and I think my census data analysis will be helpful for them. And second, for need. First, we targets. We want to figure out the relationships between census data and our internal data, the stores sales performances. And next, we want to find which are key census characteristics to sales. And last, we want to extract the important and useful information from the census data. And so from our needs, I have three friend questions. The first is if there are some quantitative census variables, census characteristics have positive or have significant relationship with our sales. And the second, could we conclude that certain segmentation would have more strong effect to our sales than other segmentation? For example, if household with high income could be more profitable or could affect our sales more than a household with low incomes. And the third, could we possibly build a reliable prediction model to predict the annual sales of a target store in the future? And this is a important purpose to do this analysis. Not only we want to find a relationship between the variables, but we want to build a regression model, a reliable regression model to predict the values. And for vision, I want to have a clear tables or spreadsheet to show all the correlation for each variables, and I can clearly know all the relationship, the direction, if this is positive or negative relationship, and the label if each variable have weak, moderate, or strong relationship with each others. And then I want the company build a system to store this data, and not only keep this data, but should keep updating this data, because it will make this data be helpful for a long time. And the solution for the analysis. There are some conclusions I have after the analysis. First, some census characteristics really have significant relationship with our sales. For example, for population and for income, for employment, for the percentage of household cluster distribution in the urban centers or cities or rural or small towns. These are variables have moderately positive relationship with our sales. And second, some groups would impact the sales more. For example, household with high income or customers population with higher educational degree would impact our sales more and have a more strong positive relationship with household with low income or customers have high school degrees. And Last, it's possible to build a regression model to predict our annual sales in the future. So that's possible. And for recommendation, I think target could segment to some specific groups because it will make target promote its merchandise more efficiently and more effectively. And according to the different groups, design different promotions. We can customize our advertisements. We don't need to send all the same email to all the customers. We can do the direct promotions, direct email, like so on. And for process, the first, there are 136 variables in the data set. So first, I categorize the variables like some category like age, races, population, or age, or income. And second, I use some descriptive statistics to explain and analyze the variables. Like for analyze the average sales to stats, the average sales to the number of stores, like so on. And for the overall analysis, I use the sales for the as the dependent variables in the whole analysis. And also do some correlation analysis to find all the relationship for each variables, especially for sales to other independent variables. I should find some useful independent variables in the census data. And I also do the one-way ANOVA or independent t-test or two-keys post-hoc test to verify the result if these two variables have significant difference. And also I also use the vector analysis and the k-means cluster methods analysis to combine variables. And by doing this, I could build a more reasonable vector variables to put into my predictive model, put into my regression model. And I also use the correlation table to avoid the multi-collinearity problems. And last, I have three arguments. The first, it would be wise for targets to build and expand new stores in the urban centers or cities with large population. I analyzed the stats, the populations, and the number of stores. These variables, this data in my analysis. And the graph below is the I only choose the annual sales larger than 100 million, and so this is the top 13 states with annual sales data and the number of stores, and I consider both the number of stores and the annual sales data. I think the New York states like New Jersey, California, or Miami or Minnesota, these are good states for targets to open a new store because Target open many stores in this and all their sales condition looks good. And also population also have positive relationship with sales from the correlation table. And argument 2 is it will be useful for targets to segment the high education degree groups. I analyze the education level variables and I divide it into 3 levels: high, moderate, low. And high, moderate, and low, this means high means the percentage of population who have college degree. High means high percentage of population who have college degree. Moderate means moderate percentage of population who have college degree. And then I do the one-way ANOVA test, and I find customer who the high percent of population who have college degree have positive relationship to sales performance of stores. If there are more customers who have college degree in this area, target store sales would be better in this area too. And interestingly, and even I also find the percentage of population who have high school degree is somewhat negative to the sales performance. So that is a total different result. And the argument 3 is it might be helpful for target's performance if the new store open in the comparatively wealthy areas. And yes, I analyze the variables like the household income below 25,000, higher than 35,000, higher than 50,000, higher than 100,000. I find the number of the percentage of household income have positive relationship with sales. That means if household income is higher in this area, the target sales performance would be also better. So income of household has positive relationship with sales. So finally, conclusion again. Education, degree, income, the percent of Asian group population and store size are positive to sales of stores. I find this relationship from the correlation table between each variables, and I recommend opening new stores in the states or areas with large populations, or in the big cities, in the urban centers would be good for targets. And also, I recommend target the customer who have college degree or high. And also, the Asian could be a good target group because the percentage of Asian group have a significant positive relationship with our target sales. So, and I also analyze Hispanics, African American, and these races don't have significant relationship with our sales. And another finding is high-income households could spend more money, or they could be more, maybe they are more profitable for target stores than low-income households. So yeah, that means the income has positive relationship with our sales. So that is my presentation for targets demographics analysis. Thank you.